And here it is the Valor Series semifinal number 1 for week number 2. The number 1 seed Immortals will be taking on UPSLA, potentially seeing if Immortals can secure themselves another set. Let's go.
Let's go here. Game number 1 between Immortals and UPSLA, and already an aggressive initiation coming in for the side of Immortals. But for once, we're actually not really seeing the response here. UPSLA sending a little bit of counter-aggression with this Wonder Woman down here, but X-Tiers is going to be there, and we do have KZ Fox sniping out this red buff here. So UPSLA not opting to challenge the early game fighting prowess of Immortals here in the situation. So they're actually going to have a nice little advantage for the Immortals here going into this initial start.
Yeah,
but Bobo, what?
Yeah, notice the talents they picked. They picked 2 executes. 80's hero has no heals. 1 heal, 2 executes, 2 jungle punishes. This is a very aggressive, focus down the person diving to Morin. They can double execute onto like a Zephyrs or anyone trying to dive Morin and just delete that person right off the bat. So interesting talent choices here on the side of Immortals.
Yes, indeed. It's because we're going to see how that plays out here, as well as 80 heroes and beginning are going in here in this mid lane. That's one thing I noticed as well. Looking at these going like, we saw double punish. This is going to be spicy coming out for Immortals, which tells me they're going to want to spend as much time in their opponent's jungle as in their own. So we'll see how UPSLA can deal with this calculated aggression here as well. But so far, it seems like the lanes are being won pretty well here by Immortals. Feels like UPSLA is really afraid of giving up any sort of early game disadvantage.
Yeah, Immortals is doing pretty well. They're able to get invade and get the red buff. Lubu, X-Tier is able to secure the Immortals red buff as well because he has that punish, and this puts him at a good advantage so far, and they now need to convert this into a kill, hopefully, and then push into a tower.
Neo, the poison bomb there, getting Zaxia to safety, that was huge. That disruption was absolutely massive. They're great play coming in from the Prey to start this off. That is what we need to see from UPSLA, but already the second this spawns, Immortals are on the run here, but maybe on the ropes here. Look at the invade coming in from the side of UPSLA. The damage, the follow-up though is not quite enough. That heal is there, going to be trying to push them back with that Thane from Zaxia as well, but the Dragon is still getting very low. Can they secure this? Yes, they do. KZ Fox, the priority targetization right there. The target prioritization, there we go, finding that Dragon at that key moment.
Wow, that was such a huge play there by the side of KZ Fox, securing the Dragon, and then just diving onto the Zep. The Zephyrs kind of should have waited a little longer, wait until his team was there, but instead he engaged a little too early, and as a result, all 4 members of Immortals were able to then focus him. And then Thane got a beautiful charge into 4 members of Immortals, knocking all 4 members up. And if they timed that and combo that a little better, it may have resulted on the side of UPSLA coming ahead in that fight there, but it didn't.
I have to say, like, I love Thane as a hero. I love his kit going into this, so I'm really going to watch for that to be a huge factor here for the side of UPSLA. He just has so much CC and he's able to make so many big plays for his squad, especially in the early game here, but it is all about the follow-ups. Suijay, you hit the nail on the head with that one. They have to be there with him. UPSLA needs, obviously, they're going up against the Titans and Immortals. They need to keep calm, though, keep composed. They can't let the name of their foes sort of, I want to say, tilt them to start this game.
Yeah, every mistake you make against a good team like Immortals, they will punish you for it. And look at Beginnings there, so aggressive with the play there, forcing Zaxia to back off, saying, hey, this is my river, my jungle, I'm asserting dominance, you need to back off my zone.
Yes, is it indeed. This is our little ring of death here in the middle lane, but we have Morn and crew potentially going to look to rotate in. KZ Fox, he's got all the buffs he could possibly want here, and Thane is forced to charge up, but getting chunked already. That was big. I mean, Immortals is already just looking so solid. They're getting jumped up in the top lane, though. Bobo needs to be cautious as look at that damage coming in, and this is the power of Omen. Bobo is trying his dear best, ring around the rosy, but no! That is the takedown there. UPSLA getting that beautiful kill up in the top lane. This is what we were looking for. This is why you were so avid about this Omen pickup here.
Yeah, exactly. Omen is such a good counter into Max. Max cannot fly away. When Omen uses Death Embrace ultimate, he's stuck. He can't move in there. He's forced to fight. And when you have that and you have a rotation with the jungler coming there to help kill the Max, this is a really good favorable trade for the side of UPSLA. And Immortals needs to keep an eye on that because Omen's going to continue to put pressure on Max and allow him not to be able to use his ultimate to get to safety.
Yeah, that's going to be a huge factor here because in some situations, Immortals may look to take some not favorable fights because they think their Max is going to be able to join in. Speaking of Max joining the party, Bobo up in the top lane. Can he find it? Yes, he does, but he is out in no man's land. He has taken the trip to Narnia, and he is absolutely gone. That was a commitment for sure. Not sure worth, but definitely intimidation factor.
Yeah, I don't know if it's worth it. Maybe he's just getting back, getting even, saying, hey, you killed me. I'm going to use my ultimate to kill you back. But that was It was interesting because I don't think it was worth it. It's better to just push because Omen's low. He has to go back home. It's better to use that advantage and shove the top tower and get a tower instead, right? Instead of trading a kill for a kill, just push objectives and win the objective game and then continue to put jungle pressure.
Yeah, jungle pressure is going to be the name of the game here as we do have this double punish coming in for the side of Immortals here. They're baiting back this red buff, but in the meantime, God is just pushing down this bottom lane here. KZ Fox, though, is consistently getting these crucial buffs here, and Morin already is starting to hit hard here, so watch, he's going to look to get these stacks up, continue into the jungle, but once KZ Fox comes out of the jungle, it's going to be scary. But,
yeah.
But let's watch this back again, because this is really something I was just laughing at here. Bobo going in so deep, watch his commitment, the stun, yes! Able to just get a range to follow up there.
Yeah,
and this is the power of Max.
That was the execute he used there to secure that kill. And you can see here, Immortals is actually behind now. They're down 1 tower. However, they do have a 1k gold lead around there, but they're down 1 tower. And it's on the Dragon side of the map. So they need to make sure when Dragon respawns, they don't lose control of that side and assert dominance, win posture, get control of that area, and make sure that the Dragon doesn't go over the side of UPSLA, because that's going to give UPSLA a chance to come back in this fight.
I mean, yeah, UPSLA is not out of this yet by any stretch of the imagination. We know that this team can fight. We know that they can go toe-to-toe with the best in terms of these scrappy team fights here. So, you know, Immortals definitely have their work cut out for them into this mid-game here. They need to get KZ Fox stacked. They need to get those items rolling, the gold pouring in. The piggy bank needs to get nice and heavy here as the fight is looking to break out in mid. Thane trying to find the flank here, walking into the enemy team, drops the stun, but Beginnings is there to look to peel. But here comes Wonder Woman on the back line. The damage from Preda is there. The solid look at the takedown, the lift up, the knock up, the pushing them back and around. The stun from Wonder Woman. Nicely done there from them. Chognar not able to be where he needed to there. Look at the CC coming out from UPSLA. They were just able to execute a hero who should not be executed.
Yeah, that was a mistake. They're focusing down the Thane. Thane is the tank. You do not want to focus down the tank. He has armor, and he's going to be extra tanky against the Morin there. And because they were focusing him, that allowed the Zephyrs to then engage and get a nice ultimate stun onto the side of Immortals and then secure the kill onto the Chognar.
Yeah, that was big here for them, and the Abyssal Dragon now going over the way of UPSLA to boot, so they are recovering beautifully in this game, pulling ahead in terms of the gold lead, and now God is here up against Xtier, smacking him around a bit, and Xtier's actually missing some skill shots there, uncharacteristically so. So this is going to be big now for the side of UPSLA to continue this lead, but it is Verse getting chased down here in the top lane. Bobo, we needed to play a little bit more concerted, a little bit more conservative, because if the team is going to pull out in this win here, they need Bobo to be on point.
Yeah, one thing KZ Fox is doing a really good job at, he is just farming and feeding himself. He is level 12 ahead of everyone else, and he's the most fed in this game. So long as he keeps this up, he can carry really hard and not get targeted by the Zephyrs here or the Omens. So he needs to be very careful, because if he gets trapped by Death's Embrace and the Zephyrs ultimate on top of that, he's in a world of trouble.
Beginnings is actually now just level 8, but was like 5 levels behind there. So talking about allocating resources here, that is crucial for the team. But Zaxia is almost getting caught there in the middle of the river there, but trying to bait back the team. As you said, he's the Thane. He wants to be targeted. That is where he thrives. He is the tank here. But let's watch 80's Heroes and Crew maybe look to set up a fight here in the mid lane, but they only have 3 members here. This is not the fight they want to take. This is looking very reminiscent of the last one, because Wonder Woman's on the flank once again. God is there, but the ult is coming in for Chognar to gaining a lot of that. The turnaround, the follow-up, the knock of the ear splitter as well, but 80's Hero is taking so much damage to the front line right now. But Xtiers is here, Flowery going in, it will find the takedown in the back, able to get himself out. That is Zeph is going off right now as Xtiers and crew are in total disarray. The chaos being sown by UPSLA, beautifully timing out all of these abilities. They are on fire. Yeah, they need to be careful posturing here, because UPSLA is doing such a good job there. UPSLA is playing so well by rotating as 4-man, and these are uneven fights. It's 4 versus 3, and as a result, Immortals is losing these trades because they're focusing down, again, the Thane and giving out their positions, and they don't know that the Zephyrs is rotating to get them, and because of these surprise pick and these collapses, UPSLA is doing a really good job of shutting down Immortals' aggression and basically counter-engaging against them. This, to me, is a lack of both respect and information coming in from Immortals. They're like, oh, it's a 3v3, we can win this. We don't have vision on 2 of their members, but maybe we can make this work. And every single time there is a Wonder Woman on the flank, there is more follow-up there, Max isn't able to rotate, Lubu is nowhere to be found. They are just not taking favorable engages. They need to be backing up, they need to be playing smart, letting Morin get farmed. This is crucial here for their side right now, because once again, the rotation of UPSLA is here, and they just want to keep fighting, because they've been winning these fights so far.
Yeah, and look at this 4-man rotation. UPSLA is rotating better as a team right now. And you see Lubu and Wonder Woman just going at each other, poking each other out. Kind of even trade here because both are just such strong side laners. But right now, Team UPSLA is setting this tower here. They know what they're doing, and they're doing a really good job of rotating and making sure that they're putting and continuing to put pressure on Immortals.
Keeping the pressure up on Immortals is going to be crucial here. And oh no, X-Tears need to be cautious. Zaxia almost finding the initiation he was looking for there. There's the whole side going to commit onto this. They diving him with impunity here. The tower will fall as well. Sure, use the ultimate. Beginnings, I guess that's fine. That was needed, right?
Yeah, and you saw the Zephyrs rotating from behind. Like Zephyrs, Flowery's playing so smart as Zephyrs there. He's coming from behind. They don't know where he is. They need to keep an eye on Zephyrs and see where he is, because right now he is carrying these fights and getting so many great kills here.
Speaking of kills, there's the execution. Oh man, Neo is going off right now. First pick Preda for a reason. Onslaught indeed. That is exactly what they needed. 10 kills to 4. Immortals not looking nearly as strong as we thought they would here in this game number 1. UPSLA coming out of the gate. They are looking so solid right now in this matchup. They are just taking every favorable engage. For some reason, Immortals is just not committing the resources to being there. They never seem to want to take a fight with even bodies.
Yeah, they need to fight with even bodies. That's the key here. UPSLA is just playing better as a team. They're rotating more tightly, and again, Flowery is not showing himself. He's coming after the fight it already happened, and then he's just cleaning up as Zephyrs. And that's how you want to play as kind of an assassin warrior composition that they're playing. And Zephyrs is landing some clutch ultimates onto the side of Immortals, resulting in a lot of kills. And look, they have a 5k goal lead. This is not looking good for Immortals at the moment.
Now, Immortals definitely needs to rally here if they have any chance of stabilizing. They need to do it now. If they continue to let UPSLA increase this lead, it's going to be very hard to recover. They do have the ADC. They do have Morin. They do have this sort of ace in the hole right now. In the late game, KZ Fox is going to be a beast, but he needs to get there. And if they're at too much of a deficit that he can't recover, if they don't have map control, if they don't get Dragon and Darkslayer, and all of these additional things that roll for the side of UPSLA, it doesn't matter how fed he's going to be. They're just not going to be able to stabilize.
Yeah, and look at Wonder Woman. She has 8.4k gold. She is fed with 4 tier 3 items. Zephyrs has 4 as well. This is a team that's going to be really hard to blow up, because look at their levels. It's 14, 15 levels across the board, mostly against Immortals, which they're around the 13 and 14 level range. So this is something that Immortals now needs to turtle. You know, they need to give up some towers at this point. Just turtle and make sure they don't lose these high ground towers, and just get fed, get their ADC. And look at these poison gas bombs from Neo. Neo is just doing so much work, poking with those poison gas bombs, taking close to 20% HP from the side of Immortals. And this is why Preda is looking so good in a lot of these drafts.
I'm looking at this draft more and more from the side of Immortals, and I'm looking at the double support from the Lumber and the Chognar, and I'm thinking to myself, did they put too many eggs in this Morin basket right now? Did they overcommit on this hero? Because Max does okay damage. I mean, X-Tiers on that Lubo is going to do pretty good damage, and obviously KZ Fox is going to be the powerhouse, but there is such consistent damage from the side of UPSLA. Do they actually win this late game despite how fed Morin could get?
Yeah, they could, because they can peel and just keep him alive, but the key is they got to keep him alive. With this composition, it only works if you pick Chognar. Chognar is not a very bursty hero. He does do some damage as a mage. However, this comp works well together, and right now they are not playing together. UPSLA is rotating better as a unit. They're fighting team fights more favorable as a unit together, and as a result, they're winning these team fights because of how they're playing.
This is going to be crucial here. The damage from Neo. They need to play together. You called it. It is such a basic statement. It's such a simple thing to say, but for some reason, Immortals has not been doing it all game. They have really just not been together as a squad, so they're going to back up. They need to look to fight the Wonder Womans in the bottom lane. This is probably the time to go in. We do have Flowery engaging on the KZ Fox. He's going to try and back up here, and peel. Flowery's trying to chase him down as well, but there's the ultimate. Beginnings is just gone. They're able to get that crucial takedown. Morin is going to survive. X-Tiers is going to be as well. Oh, dodging out the skill from Flowery there. That was huge. Not able to get that takedown as well, so that was massive there for them. The high ground tower, though, is under threat as GOD is joining in the fight right now. They do have that takedown onto the Lumber. There's the re-engage on the KZ Fox. The rest of the team is there. They're going to follow up. That is it. Beautifully done. Isolating him, deleting him, erasing him from the map right now. And look at the side of UPSLA. They are going off here in game number 1, taking it to Immortals in convincing fashion. That is going to be GG. UPSLA coming out strong.